Hello everyone, and thank you so much for staying right here on KTV2. Tonight, it's Kuwait and the youth. It's all about the people, the young people and the youngsters. Why? Because in Kuwait, youth constitutes approximately 60% of the population. This demographic presents an enormous challenges to the Kuwaiti government and civil society, not only to meet the education, training, employment, health and recreation needs for them, but also an opportunity to include them in decision-making, the development agenda, vision of their country and the region itself. Such youth-oriented efforts witnessed a remarkable and enhanced development with the recent establishment of the Ministry of State for Youth Affairs, in addition to constitute a ministerial commission on the youth at the cabinet level. At its inception, the Ministry of the State for Youth Affairs took the initiative of devising short-term and strategic plans and programs which foster issues concerning the youth at all levels. To talk more about this, stay with us. We will be right back with this special report. Given the importance of the role of young people nowadays to develop, Ministry of State for Youth Affairs in Kuwait arranged the Arab Forum for Young Leaders, which comes for the Arab youth urge to change, the improve and the community, as they are the real assets for achieving its goals on the personal and community level, to make them aware of their responsibilities towards themselves, their peers and their community. To talk more about the Arab Forum for Young Leaders 2017, we would like to welcome our guest, Mrs. Ala'a AlKhalifah, Head of Planning and Empowering Youth. Good evening and thank you so much for being with us.
Good evening.
We all know the importance of the new generation, the youth. That's why we have to put them on a real and a strong foundation so they can lead us and lead whoever comes after us in the future. What are the goals and the topics Arab Forum for the Young Leaders 2017?
The main topic of the Arab Youth Summit is about the change. It's about the youth taking the responsibility for changing themselves, their community and their peers. The goals of this forum will be encouraging and empowering youth to take, as I mentioned before, the responsibility, and also to initiate in the community to make the change they want to see.
Something like that. This is more important. What about the age category? Do you have some kind of a specific age for these people?
Yeah, the age category is from 18 to 24 years old.
Less than that, you're not going to accept. After that, older?
They're all welcome, but we're focusing actually on this.
The 18th and above.
Yeah, and on this age group, as they are the future leaders.
And do you think that they are the future leaders? What about some disappointment that you might face from them? Like you think that he is going to be the leader, but otherwise he's something else. Have you ever encountered one of them or not?
Yeah, actually, and this is the importance of this forum that we're going to have, is to encourage them to initiate in the community and never have fear, and search for support and sponsors for their initiates.
What about the categories? You said here that these certain ages that you are focusing on because you think that they will be the leaders. What about how would you support each category?
Each category is actually supported by different programs and different training programs. We're focusing on the content that's going to be presented to each category from them.
So this certain age, it's not only exclusively for male, it's also female too.
Yeah, sure.
The same thing.
Yeah.
Do you think that every once in a while you have a competition between them or not?
Well, there is always a competition.
Okay.
Between everyone, not only between them.
To defend your gender, your own sex. Okay, you think that every woman is smart, and maybe they are. Okay, and there's a competition between male and females.
There is always a competition between everyone, not only male and female.
Okay.
There is also between male and male.
But which one is more fierce, more stronger?
It depends on the responsibility.
Depends. Okay. What kind of responsibility we're talking about?
And their personalities.
I see. So it depends on the responsibility. We'll get to that later on. What about collaboration between the ministries among themselves? Do you think that everybody is cooperating with you to empower the youth and to make them more, eligible to be leaders in the next future?
Actually, Ministry of State for Youth Affairs, we're running and we are going to collaborate with all the ministries, especially the Ministry of Education, to empower youth and develop their skills by, as I mentioned before, presenting for them different training programs that has a soft skills to develop their skills.
Before we went on the air, we were talking about what about the achievement that you have achieved in the last few years, and we were talking about some kind of special programs.
Yeah.
You want to elaborate on that? You want to talk about it once again?
Yeah, sure. The ministry have actually presented more than 30 training programs, if I'm right.
Okay.
And we supported and we sponsored more than 500 initiates for youth from 14 to 35 years old. And most of them actually now still going after the ministry sponsored them financially and in media.
When you think that you are helping the youth to become the leaders in the future, we're not talking about mentally, we're talking about physically and skillfully. Like maybe they have some kind of propositions they would love to achieve in an industry or probably in investments. Do you support them in this field, or maybe only mentally, not physically you're supporting them?
The ministry supports youth in different fields. We support them in the environment field, in the business, in the science. We're not actually only sponsoring the youth. We also sponsor the people with experience, so youth can get benefit from them.
Okay. Now, before we have a report, we have something to show the audience and the viewers. But before we get to that, we would like from you to tell us about the private sector. What about them? Are they contributing to the same program with you, or maybe on the sideline doing nothing?
Yeah, there are many programs in the Ministry of State for Youth Affairs were actually implemented by the private sector, who are specialized in training and specialized in the field that the programs were presented.
Okay, I'm not done with the private sector. We have a report to show our viewers, and we will be right back. Enjoy it.
تختار جامعة الدول العربية عاصمة عربية بارزة في عملياتها التنموية في مجال الشباب لكي تكون عاصمة الشباب العربي. الانطلاقة كانت في عام 2015، والمحطة الأولى كانت المنامة في مملكة البحرين، ثم تلتها الرباط في المملكة المغربية في 2016. واليوم رسمياً مدينة الكويت هي عاصمة الشباب العربي للعام 2017، بعدما وقع عليها الاختيار بناء على قرار مجلس وزراء الشباب والرياضة العرب في دورته 38، وذلك نتيجة اهتمام الكويت واستجابتها لتوصيات الشباب في مبادرة الكويت تسمع، وترجمة لتوجيهات صاحب السمو أمير البلاد حفظه الله ورعاه بشأن الاهتمام بالشباب والاستماع لهم ولأفكارهم وطموحاتهم. فالشباب يشكل 72% من التركيبة السكانية. كما تقدمت دولة الكويت في المؤشر الدولي لتنمية الشباب صعودا من الترتيب 110 إلى 56 على مستوى العالم خلال 3 سنوات فقط، وذلك حسب تقرير منظمة الكومنولث. وأبرز الشراكات مذكرة التفاهم بين حكومة دولة الكويت والأمم المتحدة التي تم توقيعها في عام 2015، وتم تسليم راية الكويت عاصمة الشباب العربي 2017 إلى وزارة الدولة لشؤون الشباب. تكلف الوزارة بمتابعة وبحث ودراسة كل ما يعني بالمجتمع الشبابي، ووضع الخطط الاستراتيجية اللازمة لتنفيذها بالتعاون مع الجهات المختصة، علما بأن متوسط أعمار العاملين في الوزارة 25 سنة، وتعد بذلك أول وزارة في المنطقة بهذا المعدل، مما يؤكد بأن الوزارة تعمل من الشباب وإلى الشباب. تسير الوزارة بخطوات واضحة نحو تمكين الشباب والتنمية، أولها تنفيذ 98% من توصيات المرحلة الأولى من الوثيقة الوطنية للشباب المنبثة من مؤتمر الكويت تسمع، دعم أكثر من 1600 مبادرة شبابية في 10 مجالات، تمهيداً لإعداد السياسة الوطنية للشباب، إنجاز أول مسح وطني في تاريخ البلاد بمشاركة 4400 شاب وشابة من جميع المحافظات، إعداد السياسة الوطنية للشباب. واليوم نقول: هنا الكويت، هنا المجد، هنا الشباب. أهلا وسهلا بكم في عاصمة الشباب العربي 2017.
Kuwait, capital of Arab Youth 2017, kicked off on May 15th, featuring high diverse activities that allow the country's youth to come together for a good cause. Mrs. Ala'a, once again, we'd like to know from you the activities that allows the country youth to become, the capital of the youth itself. What about the activities? What exactly went on over there?
About the activities, we actually had 2 forums. One of them focused on the entrepreneurs and business, which was held in May. And we had the forum that was focusing on media. This month, we're having the Arab Forum for Young Leaders, which will be focusing on leadership, which actually talks about the change and youth taking the responsibility to change the community they live in. This forum actually is focusing on people on the first day to discover themselves, to discover their goals, the tools they have to succeed in their lives. And then on the second day, we will be focusing on planning on the goals they found on the first day, and planning the initiates they want to present or they want to focus on in their lives. On the third day, we will be talking about the initiating, and we will be having so much succeeded experiences that succeeded before them.
Now, if you want to do something, you are going to face some kind of challenges. Now you are preparing the new generation to take over from the old generation. You must have some kind of obstacles on the way, challenges. Maybe the old generation is not going to give up the power to the younger generation. What do you think about that? Have you, touched these things from the current generation? Do you think that they are not going to allow the new generation to take over the city or maybe the country itself?
Actually, on October, we had the forum for the retirements, and they were sharing experience with youth.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. So
they're passing the torch to them.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it was only for one day. It had workshops, it had panel discussions. It was very nice, and it was very good, a very good forum.
So, do you think that there is some kind of, cooperation between the old generation and the new generation?
Yes, exactly.
Because the old generation think that he still has the power to lead and to continue to be productive in the field. The new generation, they have some kind of ambitious look to be the new leader. So you must have some kind of clash of the titans between them. Have you noticed that or not? No clashes, nothing at all?
Not really. This is what we think. But what actually happened, and what we actually saw from that forum, is that they were really collaborating and cooperating with each other.
Do you think that the new generation is going to be a successful leaders? Because nowadays it's all about technology. You have to be, well informed, well equipped, we have a skillful mind to be a leader, as well as to be a highly intellectual when it comes to cyber world.
Actually, Kuwaiti youth are going to be a really great leaders, as we see the campaign that the Ministry of State Affairs have actually made, which is called Proud Kuwait.
Proud Kuwait. What's it about?
It actually talks about the success youth who are having championships, who are having achievements in all over the world.
Mrs. Ala'a AlKhalifah, it's our pleasure honestly to have you here, and we wish you the best and good luck with your programs in the planning and for preparing the young generation to lead the state of Kuwait in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'd like to thank Mrs. Ala'a AlKhalifah, Head of Planning and Empowering Youth Department. Stay with us. To the point, we'll be right back right after this.
رسالة مشروع نويت ابن الكويت هو أن الفرد نواة المجتمع، فإذا أردنا الارتقاء بالمجتمع يجب أن نبدأ بأفراده. الاستثمار في أهم مورد في كل دولة هو الاستثمار في رأس المال البشري، وهذا ما نطمح له من خلال فعالياتنا المقدمة لمشروع نويت ابن الكويت. أدعو الجميع للمساهمة والمشاركة لدعم مثل هذا المشروع، وأشكر شركائنا الاستراتيجيين ممثلة بوزارة الإعلام والجمعية الكويتية ومساعد الطلبة ووزارة الشباب على دعمهم اللامحدود. شكرا رعاة، شكرا لأبناء الكويت على هذا العطاء والارتقاء للوطن.
الوزارة لا تألو جهدا في دعم المشاريع الوطنية الشبابية، وخاصة لتستثمر في الشباب على إيجاد البيئة المناسبة والحاضنة لتوجيه وإرشاد، وذلك تطوير إمكانيات الشباب واستثمارهم تحقيقا لرؤيتها واستراتيجيتها.
Welcome back. We would like to welcome our next guest, Mr. Ali Dashti, founder of Development Kuwaiti Union non-profit. Good evening, sir, and thank you so much for being with us.
Good evening, and thank you so much for this opportunity.
It's our pleasure to have you. Specifically, we're talking about young men, and we'd like to give them the best tools so they can be the future of the state of Kuwait. Now, you have heard the first guest, and we would like to continue with you. How did the idea come to you to become a non-profit union, Kuwaiti, Development Kuwaiti Union, which is a non-profit?
Yeah, first of all, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Actually, the idea behind establishment this organization is the volunteerism activities that we are doing in the society, in the targeting the youth sector in general, and the activities regarding the social services and the community leadership concept actually that we are doing, to collaborate with the other organizations, either in the private or government sector, doing these activities under an official and formal umbrella as an organization. It gives us more depth and strength to be like an official body, providing our services as an not only entrepreneurs, as a specialist. Okay, so we are starting with the student counseling initiative. It's called Kuwait Ibn al-Kuwait, and it has a academic coaching to provide the students with the necessary tools to be successful people in the future. So we are investing in their talents, intelligence, and abilities.
Everybody knows that's easier. It's easier said than done. When we sit here and talk, this is wonderful. What about when you put it on the field? Bureaucracy. We're talking about bureaucracy. People here tends to be slow and laid back, and they want to take their own sweet time to accomplish anything at all. What about these elements? Do you think that you can overcome the bureaucracy in the world, not in the state of Kuwait, and all over the world?
Yes. Actually, this is a very good point and nice question. Obviously, yes, we have been through these kind of policies, and some of them it's like an obstacle of our activities and for what we are doing. Actually, that's why the solution that we came up with is to provide this kind of social and community leadership through volunteerism work. So when you volunteer to do these things, you are not competing anyone, and you are doing it with the sponsorship and with the partnership for the organization. So instead of they are being, obstacle or providing and some challenge in front of you, they become your alliances. So it's a
so you take advantage of the other
being volunteers. Yes. So this is what we have done previously, and we've done a partnership with the Ministry of Education and Youth.
The governmental schools as well as the private schools, the private sector schools?
We are targeting the student in general. In general. But we are
male and female.
male and female, from starting from the first year in the high school until the seniors students in the universities, actually, either private university or PET or Kuwait University, and also the government school. The private school, they have their own policies. They are like companies, you know, they are doing a business. So they are a little bit conservative, you know, to host any activities or any events inside their organizations. But we are open for the whole government schools, and alhamdulillah, we find out a positive reflection from the participants, and we could create successful stories from the students that were suffered previously from the study performance, and how to choose their academic route and actually employee career. And we help them to.
What about the project itself? It says here we have embracements project. What is that?
Okay, the project starts from my own challenge. Actually, I have suffered. Yes, I have suffered from choosing my academic route at the beginning of my life. Actually, okay, I graduated from the high school. I don't know where I should go and which college, which field actually should I been through or fit in. So this challenge or this issue, everyone in the society, in the youth, actually feel they are facing the same problems. So who's responsible for this? Because it has the results out of this is a waste of money. It's a waste of our human resources and talents. Okay, which is the strength that we have within us. And convert the people to the machines. Just they have certificates, and they are just doing a dumb daily routines, in their jobs. So why we are not investing in their talents, the built-in strength that we have from God, actually. So we have to providing academic coaching based on science-based, according to your abilities, natural abilities, your intelligence, your talents, not according to your parents' dreams or to the only government's needs, okay, to fulfill some of the employment places or offices, or so it's not. This is not an issue. The issue is how we functionalized the talents and intelligence to have a productive, a creative, and effective people in the government or private sector to improve our society.
Because we are almost out of time.
Yes.
The world is known to be a copycat. Whatever I do in this country, the other country will do the same thing.
Yep.
And sometimes you are looking up to the other countries because they succeeded, and the others they may fail.
Yep.
And wherever they failed, you will succeed. What about you and other countries in the region?
Yep.
We're not going to name any names, but we know that there are certain countries that are ahead of us.
Yes.
Head of the pack. What about them? Are you think that in a short period of time that you are going to catch up with them as far as their advancement in this field?
Okay,
that's a tough question, isn't it?
Yes, it has like a long discussion, okay, to be discussed.
But I kind of surprised you with it, didn't it?
But it's very important, and we need to discuss this kind of crucial points. Actually, the aim, it's not, honestly speaking, from my point of view, okay, the aim is not catching any other nations around us, but to be at least inspired. Okay, we should be yes, we should be inspired that the other people, they do it, so we can do it. So they did this, so we can be the next. Okay, because we were the first. Okay, we were the Kuwait were the first, but now we are actually end of the list.
Mr. Dashti, it's a pleasure to
This is the truth. Thank you so much.
Please come back again, because I have lots of questions, but that's all the time that I have for you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much for this.
I would like to thank Mr. Ali Dashti, founder of Development Kuwait Union non-profit. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
More to come right here on KTV2. Stay with us.
لأنهم مستقبل الأوطان، لأنهم مبدعين في تغيير واقعهم إلى الأفضل، لأنهم الركيزة الأساسية في المجتمعات المنتجة، لأنهم شريك أساسي في أي تنمية مستدامة، لأنهم 61% من تركيبة الكويت. جاءت وزارة الدولة لشؤون الشباب لتعمل بهم ومن أجلهم نحو شباب متمسك بالقيم الأصيلة، مبدع وشريك في التنمية المستدامة للوطن.
Hello, my name is Diana, and I'd like to welcome you all to the Career Development Program powered by Dawrat.com. Ever wondered why so many resumes get rejected, or maybe why it's so difficult to go in for an interview? Perhaps what is the best way to behave at work? This program is designed to help you launch your best career yet. We have 3 separate modules. Our first module will be all about resumes and how you can write the perfect resume to land your dream job. Our second module is all about interviews and how you can overcome nervousness and pass an interview successfully. Our third module will be used to introduce you to best practices in business etiquette, so you don't only land your dream job, but you also flourish and grow.
Welcome back to the third and final. We always say that we save the best for last right here on KTV2. We have for you engineer Mohammed Alsuraye. He is a co-founder of Dawrat.com. That's a catchy name. What is it? Good evening first. Let's introduce you. Good evening. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you very much, and thank you first of all to inviting me today here to this interview. And I hope I could add a value to the audience.
You are going to do a lot more than that. Now, tell us about Dawrat.com. What's it about?
Basically, Dawrat.com is a platform.
Okay.
It works as a marketplace for training courses, seminars, and workshops. People who want to develop their skills in any field. Let's say if someone wants to, develop his skills to his career, or someone who wants to develop his skills to basically build his own business, he can access this website and search for any training course. Once he finds it, he can register online and attend this workshop.
Is there a fees for that?
Some of them it has a fees, and some of them are free.
Okay. This organization, I would love to call it an organization. You are the co-founder. What about the chairman of the board? What about the board itself? How many people on it?
We are 3 people on board.
3, okay.
Yeah, we are.
And you have the professors, and you have, coaches and trainers?
Basically, we as a team, as a board member, me and my colleague, he's also an engineer who built this website and developed the infrastructure of the website. He's a co-founder with me, and we have one of our member. He recently joined us. He's in business field. So our profession is distributed between business mindset and technical mindset.
Okay. What about the initiative? From where did it come? The whole thing, the whole idea.
It's a problem.
Problem?
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. It was a problem that I faced myself before approximately 7 years when I started my own career. And at that days, I was going to develop myself to get promoted in my career.
As an engineer?
As an engineer, yes.
Okay.
So I was trying to find a training course that tailored to my profession. And it was for me very hectic because I need to search. I use Google search engine, and Google search engine, it is a generic search engine that will never give you a specific result. I tried to call some institutions in Kuwait to ask them about my need, and that thing took me a long time to reach my target.
So you were reaching to a dead end everywhere you go. So that's how the whole initiative, you know, it just became an idea in your mind.
Exactly. I thought at that day, why there is no such a website that is very easy to reach.
So necessity is the mother of all invention.
Definitely, definitely.
Okay, and you sat around with the buddies of yours, and you know, you put the whole thing on a paper, and then you started off from that day.
Exactly, that's what I did.
What about the obstacles? Because I love to hear from the people who are successful as you are, so we can learn from your mistake, and we will be successful as you are. What about the obstacles? The first thing that you hit, did you hit the wall in front of you? Because we have bureaucracy here in Kuwait and all over the world.
Definitely, there is obstacles and bureaucracy and everywhere in the world.
Okay.
But here it comes the challenges.
You have to overcome them.
The challenges. When there is an obstacle, definitely there is a challenge, and when there is a challenge, there is an opportunity. And I believe these obstacles and challenges will give us strong enough to make our ideas happen. Because let's take it from this point of view. The inventor of the lights or any new inventions happen in this world, it didn't came from day night like that. It has of course reached many overcomes many obstacles to reach this level. So in our let's say in our story, I can say in Dawrat, we hit many obstacles in the beginning. The first obstacle was who you are. Why should I support a website that nobody know about it? Especially when we want to have the big institutions on board in our website to get promoted. So we were basically as anyone optimistic.
Okay, because I have lots of questions. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I would love to know from you the impact from the ministry itself. Did it help you or not? The Ministry of Youth, did it help you or not?
The Ministry of Youth, after 2 years, because when we started, there was no Ministry of Youth.
Okay.
It was before the Ministry of Youth. So Ministry of Youth, when it comes, it supports many things that been basically put it in our plan. One of them is the online training courses, because when we start the online training courses, we started it as an initiative in with the Ministry of Youth, and that helped us a lot to reach our target in a fastest way.
What about the classes and the courses that you provide online? How easy and simple to the people who would love to enhance their skills?
Our training courses, it's distributed between 3 categories. The first one is which is business, the second one creative, and the third one we put it as a soft skills. So we choose these categories after our market survey, and we saw a huge needs in the youth on these kind of skills.
Now, do you contact the people who participated in your .com, Dawrat.com? Do you think that they got the best of the classes that you provided? Do you think that you helped them? Did you follow up on their future, exactly what they have done and what they will become?
I would like to share with you one of the story.
Please.
One of the basically incidents happened, not incidents, I mean one of the people called us regarding our interview in one of the channels in Kuwait.
Channels?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when he called me, he said, I want to interview you basically at this day, and he got a permission to have this interview. When he sat with me, the guy, after the interview finished, he said, I will tell you something, maybe for the first time. I joined Dawrat.com and I took classes in media. Okay, and after taking these classes, basically I developed myself, and I became now a guy who work on one of the channels, and now I'm in front of you to interview you as a Dawra.com co-founder.
Well, so it paid off. So you think that you have accomplished something. The student became some kind of a teacher, something like that.
Definitely. It was for me something very, very interesting, and I was proud that day because of this achievement.
Okay. Now, after he or she graduates from the Dawrat.com, you will provide them with a certificate. Do you think is it recognized worldwide or maybe only locally?
Okay, let me tell you something. In our website, we work as a hybrid engine. We have an offline classes.
Hybrid.
Yeah,
okay.
we have an offline
like
classes.
Gasoline and electricity. No,
but in different way.
No, that. I'm just kidding.
One of them is the offline classes, which you need to register and attend this class.
Okay.
And the second one, which is the online, where you can attend anytime and anywhere.
Online.
Exactly. So
it's an open line with the instructor and the trainer and the trainee.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
So people can watch the videos and learn from the instructor instantly and from
There will be no cheating because everybody's watching everybody. No cheating.
No cheating, definitely.
Okay. What about the classes, the courses? I know you mentioned something about to enhance your career. Okay, let's give me an example. You gave me about a media. What about something else?
You mean the category, different category?
Yes.
The business, the creative.
That's correct.
We have many courses tailored to people who want to start their own business. Let's say if you have today a new idea and you want to make this idea a business that is running and gaining out of it an income. So you can access Dawrat.com and you can find a track for the entrepreneurship or startups where you can learn from the beginning the feasibility study until the marketing, sales, anything related to business, and what that will help you reach your goal regarding your business.
Is there a similar website that provides the same skills that you are providing? What I mean is there a competition, or maybe you are the only one locally?
Locally, definitely you will find internationally, definitely you will find a competition.
There's a lot more of there. Okay.
Yeah, but our aim is to create something for the MENA region, because in the internet, online and the internet, we have 380 million people in the Arab region, and we have only 3% Arabic content. So our aim is to create an Arabic content and to increase the amount of high standard Arabic content. So this is our aim, and the competition, definitely will find competition either locally or internationally. But we are not focusing on the competition, because we want to compete ourselves. We don't want to compete others. Every year we try our best to become better than the last year.
It's a pleasure to have you, honestly, because I have lots of questions, but unfortunately that's all the time that I have for you. Promise us to come back again.
Thank you very much. The pleasure is mine, and thank you again for having me today.
Best of luck to you, Mohammed Alsuraye. We would like to thank Mr. Engineer Mohammed Alsuraye. He's a co-founder of Dawrat.com. All you need to know, you can go to the website itself, Dawrat.com, correct?
Correct.
Well, unfortunately for you people, this is all the time that I have for you. I hope that we gave you all the information and you have enjoyed every moment of this program. Until we see you again next Wednesday, take care of yourself and each other, and bye-bye.